So let's start by creating a brand new hike from scratch. From the home page, I'll tap the Plan a Hike option. The planner interface opens with a clean map. To create a route, I simply long tap on the map to add control points. Notice how HiiKER automatically draws a hiking route between the points using known trails and paths. At the bottom, HiiKER displays the estimated distance, elevation gain, and hike duration in real time. If I swipe my finger up, I can see the full elevation profile of my hike. And here's a useful feature. I can drag my finger along the elevation profile to see details for any specific location, including distance, elevation, and terrain type. Have you made a mistake? That's no problem. I can use the undo button here, and redo if I change my mind. To edit the position of a control point, I'll long tap and drag it to a new location. Notice when I drag the control point, we'll show you a preview of where the route will snap to. You can delete a control point by tapping on it, and then selecting Delete Control Point. Let me show you some of the plotting options we have on HiiKER. Under the More menu, I have several tools. If I want to create a loop back to my start point, I'll select Loop Route. HiiKER automatically finds the shortest path back to the start. If I'm planning an out and back hike, I'll select the Out and Back option. This returns the hike back along the path that I plotted. Another option is to reverse the entire route, which will flip the start and end points. HiiKER's route snapping technology will plot the route according to known walking paths within our database. For example, if I wanted to get to the top of this peak here from my last point, I'll long tap on Great Calva, and it'll draw a route in the path that it knows that's there. If I personally know that there's a more direct walking path, I can tap on the routing option and select the line option. Now I can create straight line paths anywhere on the map, directly where I want them to go. When planning longer point-to-point routes, sometimes you might wish to change the routing type. For example, with my current routing setup, it will snap to hiking routes, finding the best hiking path that I can follow. If I were cycling, I can snap to cycling paths. If I want to find a drivable route to this location, I can change to drivable roads, and it'll find drivable roads to that location. Once I'm happy with my route, I'll tap the yellow Save button in the top right corner. Here I can add details for my hike, a name, a description. When I'm planning to go on the hike, I can add photos to inspire others. I can set the difficulty level, and I can set what features and activities you can expect to see on this hike. I can also set it as a public or private hike so that I can share with others, or I can keep it to myself. And here's something special. I can submit this hike to the HiiKER team for review. It can become verified and then become an official public hike, and you'll be credited as the creator. Now my hike is saved. From here I can share it directly to social media, WhatsApp, or copy the link by tapping the share icon. And obviously, I can use it to navigate while I'm out on my hike. Now let's explore HiiKER's advanced features and multi-day planning capabilities. I'm going to tap the Hike Days button. This is where the magic happens for longer adventures. I already have day 1 plotted. To add a second day, I'll tap Add Route. I'm returned to the map where I can plot the next day's route, starting from where day 1 ended. once finished, I'll go back to hike days, and now I have 2 routes under separate days. What's really powerful is that these are fully draggable and editable, in that I can reorder days, or I can move routes into a single day. Each day and its encapsulated route have options menus. In the options for each day and route, I can add details, such as renaming the day itself, or adding a description. Or I can delete a day or route if I've made a mistake. HiiKER also supports the categorization of routes for different route types. If I want to create an alternative route for a particular day, or a spur trail, I can set the route type. So you can see in day 2, I've got 2 individual routes. On the second route, this is going to be my alt route. So I tap the options menu, set route type, and choose alt. This will recolor the route and become an alternative option for me to take while I'm navigating my hike. If I want to include a transport route, like a bus journey to a trailhead, then I can set the type to transport. This will create a dashed line on the map that won't be included in any of our final stats for the hike distance, elevation, and duration. There are lots of editing capabilities within each route. So if I wanted to split a route into multiple routes, I can simply tap on a control point and split the route. When I go back to hike days, this will have now broken the route into 2 separate routes. Again, very handy for minor editing details. If I have 2 consecutive routes that should be 1, I can merge them by selecting the merge with previous option or merge with next route option, which will combine the 2 routes that are side by side and merge them into a single route. Finally, I can add hike highlights to mark important locations specific to this trail. If I center the crosshair on a point on the map, I tap More and select Add Hike Highlight. You can tap on that highlight to edit the type. You can give it a name. You can give it a type. In this case, it's going to be a campsite. And then you can associate it to a particular day. So it can help navigators to identify which day it's associated to. You can even give it a description and some photos. And then if I save, I have my campsite for day 1. When navigating the hike, this adds a marker that all users will be able to see. It's perfect for unmissable highlights like a water refill stop, crucial campsites, or even just scenic spots to have some lunch. Let's say you have an existing route from another app, or a friend has shared their GPX file with you. HiiKER makes it easy to import and modify these routes. From the main map tab, tap on the options menu and import a GPX file. From here, you can either select one of our many hikes nearby, or you can import a GPX file in the top right. Select your GPX file. The route is instantly imported into the planner, and now I can edit it just like any other route that I've created, adding points, adjusting the path, or splitting it into multiple days, whatever I need. This makes HiiKER incredibly flexible. You can bring routes from anywhere and enhance them using HiiKER's powerful planning features. And that's route planning with HiiKER. From simple day hikes to complex multi-day adventures, with all the tools you need in one place.